Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. Today I'm gonna watch Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, Episode 23 and also 24 today, meaning that I'm gonna finish the Season 1 today. I'm impatient to discover how it's gonna end. I'm gonna talk about it a little later during this intro. The fact that they began an all new narrative arc during the previous episode made me really like, we just have 2 more episodes to finish the season. Like, do you really want to do that? Do we have the time to finish that one that you're beginning right now? I see what you're doing. We're gonna finish with a big cliffhanger. We're gonna finish with something big happening, a reveal or something really bad happening. I see you, and I don't appreciate that. But at the same time, me, I have that advantage to binge watch this anime, so I know that after finishing this season 1, I can just continue the anime. Like, I don't have to wait. Don't worry, I know that I have to watch the movie after this season 1, not to directly watch the season 2, so don't worry, I know about it. So yes, like I said, I'm suspicious about how this season 1, how the end of this season 1 is built. We'll see how it's gonna be. I'm a little stressed about it. At the same time, I truly appreciated the previous episode, not only because I think that this new story can be interesting with this cursed spirit and also the one that was sent by Mahito, the fact that we're gonna have 2 big cursed spirits right there against all 3 guys. For sure it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be interesting, like that, okay, I'm all for it. And all of that story also with that bridge, the fact that this cursed spirit was in fact haunting this person who made that test and was attacking them at the right moment, like later. All of that situation. Yes, the story is cool, but what I appreciated in fact more during the previous episode, it's the fact that we had stuff about Fushiguro, and that since the beginning of this anime, I'm really like, okay, we have characters, they are nice and all, but we have really just a little of them. We don't have anything about their backgrounds, about who they are, where they are coming from, why they are like that right now. And okay, at some point they introduced little memories for not all of the characters, some characters, but each time that was really like the introduction of a memory, the introduction of a background, but nothing truly which was describing things, like I miss that. That me, when I watch shows, animes, movies, what I appreciate into them, it's to have a good story for sure, but also to have developed characters who are really exploring subjects, through their stories, through how they are acting and how they are evolving. I want to have characters who are evolving. I want to have deep things about characters. And right there, with Jujutsu Kaisen, I can feel that I can have that with these characters. I can feel that they have deep stories, but you're not showing me anything about it. You're not showing me anything about their stories. You're not showing me anything about that deep aspect that I can feel, but there is nothing about it. So that's why I actually appreciated the previous episode, because we began to have something for Fushiguro with the story with his sister, with the fact that he wanted to go, to face that cursed spirit only by himself. Like, I felt that maybe through his character right there, we would have that. So I hope that they're going to continue with that. I'm not sure that they're going to continue, in fact, with that right now, because it's really rare to have deep conversations in the middle of a fight. even more against two big cursed spirits when you have only 3 students against them. You know, it's not Satoru in front of them or anything like that. So I'm not sure that I'm gonna have in fact what I want right there, right now. But maybe later, maybe after the season 1. I want that, I miss that. Like right now, it's something that I miss, to have something about the characters. And it's beginning to be something that I need, that I want, that I'm gonna be frustrated to not have also. Do you understand what I mean? For sure, Nobara and Yuji, they didn't accept for Fushiguro to go on his own to fight this cursed spirit. They are your friends, they want to help you, and also because they are your friends, they see you. They saw what you tried to do, and they understand why you did it, but they were also against it, and they're not gonna give up on you. They're gonna be here no matter what. That's so cool to have that relationship between them now. So normally, at the end of the previous episode, Yuji was like, okay, the two of you, you're gonna go against the cursed spirit, you know, related to that bridge, and me, I'm gonna go against the cursed spirit which just arrived. So normally with this episode, we should have that, you know. Okay, let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have these reaction videos earlier. On my Patreon, you have 4 episodes of advance. It's really a lot, meaning 2 weeks of advance. It's really a lot, meaning that right now they're already discovering the season 2 this week on my Patreon, if you can be interested by that. They have also everything in full opacity and with the 4 reaction part. For all of these episodes, even for the movie, they have the 4 reaction part, meaning my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episode, to the entire movie. If you can be interested by that, by these advantages, and also to support me, even if it's just for 1 month, just for the time of Jujutsu Kaisen, it can be cool, it can be appreciated because I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so each little help can be appreciated and truly useful. Okay guys, let's go for this episode. Oh, that was a cool episode. That was such a cool episode to spend time like that with Fushiguro. Like at the beginning, we had that impression that we would have Yuji against his cursed spirit, we would have Nobara and Fushiguro against their cursed spirit. It was a good call to bring another one, you know, on the picture. Because of that, it's disturbing the plans that they had on mind. And nothing is that easy. Even, you know, the one related to the bridge, to that test of courage, it seemed like an easy one to Fushiguro, and little by little he understood that it was not that easy in fact. So to have also just him on his own against that one, I think that it was pretty cool because it brings a surprise to the characters, because it's creating also a new situation for Yuji and Nobara for the next episodes, but I think that it's also good for Fushiguro himself to be all alone in front of that cursed spirit, and that particular one, which is in fact related as well to him because of that bridge, because of that test of courage, because of his sister, because of his school, all of these students who were killed, all of these former students who were killed. And because of that one, like, I think that it was really a good idea, all of that. Fushiguro fighting it, thinking that that's it, it would be that easy. I knew that it couldn't be the case. Having that cursed spirit appearing like that, understanding that in fact that one is related to one of Sukuna's fingers, good call as well. And for sure I appreciated all of these memories that we had, because we had more than one. We had that training with Satoru, and he gave him a lesson of life, you know, during that moment, during that training. It was not really about how to fight and how to be good, to be strong and all. It was really about the fact, boy, okay, you're great. You using your technique perfectly. But in fact, you're so focused on other people, on protecting them, on doing stuff for them and all. You're not selfish enough. You're not thinking about yourself enough. So because of that, you're trying to be good only to protect others, and that's enough, and you never truly explored your full potential and the limits of your technique, and because of that, you're missing stuff. And I thought that it was a cool lesson, and the fact that just after that, Fushiguro remembers the moment when he faced Sukuna, and that in fact what Sukuna told him was a little the same, you know, about why did you run away, why are you not trying something else, and all. Like, in a way, your enemy and your teacher are both teaching you that lesson of life about the fact that you have to be at your full potential. It's not like you're not trying your best, it's the fact that you're not at your best because you don't know that it's not your best, you're not even asking yourself the question about it. And also, Satoru talked about the fact that Megumi is really thinking about sacrificing himself at some point. He's not afraid of dying, and it's okay to die by protecting others. That's why I'm a little afraid that rather at the end, okay, he won against that cursed spirit, he has that finger. I'm a little afraid of Megumi deciding to eat that finger, because of the fact that he's gonna feel not useless but weak. Right now he's tired, he's exhausted, he's really hurt, and they are coming to take that finger, at least that's what they said earlier. I'm afraid of him eating that finger. Not because he wants to be more powerful and stuff like that, but because he's gonna be in a position of weakness in front of a cursed spirit, and if he wants to continue to be alive, to continue to fight, to continue to protect people, he's gonna need to take it. That's more a situation like that I'm imagining. We'll see. We had that other memory with his sister, with the fact that, yes, he fought people when he was younger, when he was a teenager, but we understood that in fact he was fighting people who were bad, like right there it was bullies that he fought. His sister was truly someone nice, sweet. She wanted the best for him, she wanted him to stay on the right line, I don't know how to say it, on the right path. We had really a lot more about Fushiguro's background, about the story of his parents, of all of the thing about the Zenin clan being sold, all of that. And the intervention of Satoru, when he was that young, I didn't know that these two met when Megumi was that young. And like I said during the episode, Satoru intervening to help him, their financial issues, and also the fact that he wanted for Megumi to become a sorcerer. It was to use him, it was to help him, it was to... I think that it's a mix of a lot of things. Satoru, we saw it, he has a good heart, he has such a good heart, but he's also someone who is thinking in a strategic way. Even him helping Yuji, he said it, like, if at some point I have to kill you, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm keeping you alive because I need you, and he's also training him, like all of the things that he does against the elders, you know, who want to kill Yuji. Like, Satoru, okay, he has a big heart, but he's also thinking in a logical way. He's someone acting with his mind a lot, and he's always anticipating stuff, making plans. So clearly right there he made a plan as well. But I know that he has a good heart as well, so I think that it's a mix. I want to believe that it's a mix of reasons, you know, which pushed him to help Megumi right there. We can't know if truly his sister was cursed by that spirit, so she's okay right now. Like, he seemed to have doubts about it, about the fact that exorcising that cursed spirit would be enough. We'll see. Nobara, our enemy right now, I don't know what to think about him. He really reminded me the one who fought against the old guy, you know, during the old principal during the previous fights. I don't know, for his face and stuff like that. It made me think of him. The fact that he's calling the other cursed spirit brother, all of that thing about his back, you shouldn't see my back and all. Whoa. For now, I'm really like, whoa. It was fun. We had Yuji and the cursed spirit, you know, the green one, apologizing at the same time. That was fun. But now we're gonna have Nobara and Yuji against these two. Maybe, in fact, we can close that all new story, new fight during the next episode. I was not sure of it, but maybe it can be the case. But like I said, I have really that suspicion, theory, fear that Megumi is gonna need to help at some point, or to protect himself, to continue to fight, or just to eat that finger so he can protect someone. I have really that impression. When I saw him like that hurt on the floor with the finger in his hand, I was like, someone is gonna try to take the finger from you, and to avoid that, you're gonna eat that finger. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that today. I'm gonna watch the final episode of this season 1 today, a little later. If you're watching this on YouTube and you already want my reactions and my thoughts about the next episode, about the movie, about the first episode of the season 2, you can have all of that on my Patreon, and it's gonna be with the full reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to the full episode, to the full movie. It's on my Patreon, you have the link in the description. Okay, it's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hey.